What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it is time to talk about My Hero Academia, episode 13. Okay, so the final episode of the season, how was it? Well, we got season 2 confirmed at the end, which is really good. I mean, there are already listings for it and everything. We knew it was coming, but I like that it isn't just like, oh, we get the little after credit scene or whatever. We actually get All Might just straight up, season 2 is coming, so really like the concrete confirmation there. I wish more shows would just do that. Just say you're doing another season if you are doing another season. But yeah, we got season 2 confirmed. It says coming soon. Maybe winter this year, I would say. But, I mean, because it said coming soon, so I don't think... I feel like it would say coming in 2017 if it was going to be next spring season. So, maybe winter this year. And that would be really, really cool. Maybe fall, but that's a little soon. I'd probably say winter. It depends on how they want to do it, though, I suppose. The sooner the better, as long as the animation is still going to be really good. But, yeah, Season 2 confirmed. Really excited for that. Probably, maybe not going to read the manga and review it weekly. I'm still thinking about doing that, so I'm not saying I'm definitely not doing it or I definitely am. I'm still thinking about whether I want to read the manga and review it on a weekly basis. But, with that being said, the episode itself, the wrap-up stuff is good. There's some nice little jokes in there. It's cool to see all the heroes show up. A couple of them do their thing. All Might, just kind of random, but like All Might half skinny and half buff looked really cool to me. It was weird, but it looked really cool. I liked the dark, buff All Might shading kind of mixed in with the plain look of his skinny mode. I thought it looked really, really nice. And, yeah, and also in terms of animation, I guess I can talk about that. Animation was good overall. It wasn't last week, obviously. It didn't need to be last week, so that's fine. The animation was serviceable. It looked fine. Didn't need to be anything above what it was. But yeah, the heroes coming in, they did their thing. That was pretty cool. Like I said, we got, some villain stuff thrown in there as far as story progression goes. We got Hand Dude and Warp Dude, because I don't remember their names. We get them talking to the shadowy fucking dudes on the TV screen that, we don't know what they look like or who they are, but they're the real masterminds behind the whole thing. There's always a real mastermind behind the whole thing in a show now, seriously. But, yeah, so they talk to him. They're like, nah, Hand Dude, you still gotta be our front man. We can't move out of the shadows just yet. So we got definitely stuff set up either for Season 2 or just later on down the road. We get this really badass looking dude. I don't know how badass he's going to look. He had this weird tongue thing going on. But as far as his silhouette goes, we got this fucking really badass looking ninja samurai fucking dude with like this sword and shit. He could be really cool. We'll probably see him in Season 2. Again, could be set up for later stuff down the road, but I'm assuming Season 2. All I know about Season 2 is that we're going to get the sports festival thing, which has been hyped. I'm not going to go in with ridiculously high expectations, but I am excited for it because people have said this is where the series just goes up a whole nother level, and I've already enjoyed this final arc of the series immensely, so if it can get even better, that's awesome. But anyways, as far as the rest of the episode goes, there's a couple other little tidbits here and there, like talking about the students and how strong they are and how they're going to become great heroes, blah, 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 the standard stuff you'd expect to hear in a finale. But yeah, definitely excited Season 2 is announced. Definitely was a good episode and a good send-off for the first season. I think it wrapped up pretty nicely. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire episode. Like I said, animation was, solid enough. Pacing was good. The story progression was actually pretty solid. And yeah, definitely can't wait for Season 2. Well, I can wait, but And yeah, as far as the overall season of My Hero Academia is concerned, I thought it turned out to be great. It was slow at first because they split the first episode, or they split the first chapter into 2 episodes, and I was like, this is a little too slow. It didn't cover enough material to really get me hooked. If I hadn't read the first few chapters of the manga, I probably would not have been hooked by the first episode. But the first, second episode combined were pretty nice, and going forward, I said it was slower than the average seasonal series, but I was never really criticizing it for that, because as I was watching it, I was like, no, this is how you do it. And this is also what, outside of a few episodes in Season 2, this is what Assassination Classroom did as well. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I know it's repetitive, but don't take everything that's available, like fucking Seven Deadly Sins and shit, or Akame Got Killed probably had bad ratings and shit, and I'll talk about that a little bit, but they take everything that's available, squeeze it all into one, 24 episode season, and if you can pull that off, great. you know, but like with Seven Deadly Sins, it did get very rushed towards the end. There was a lot of little scenes cut out. Some somewhat major scenes were cut out, not too bad. But it's just like, you didn't have to do that. Honestly, at the pace Seven Deadly Sins was going, it could have ended at the fucking tournament early on, and then they could have, but then they started fast tracking, and it's just like, you know. And with Assassination Classroom, it was like, okay, 2 seasons, the manga ended, we're going to finish the manga story in the 2nd season, and yeah, there have been things cut from the Assassination Classroom anime, but it's overall pretty well paced, and I don't get that idea. I don't get the idea of just cramming everything that's available, because then you have to wait forever for a season 2 if you get a season 2. In the case of Akame ga Kill, they passed the manga, and then apparently the fucking manga is now doing what the anime did, so minus a few changes or going into a bit more detail, or maybe certain characters are alive or whatever, the fucking manga is now doing exactly what the anime did, apparently. I'm not reading it anymore, I pretty much dropped the series, but yeah, it's just... I don't get why they do that. I think that Assassination Classroom and My Hero Academia went for quality over quantity in terms of how much they were adapting, and I thought that was a much better way to handle it. And then you have the other shit like weekly series like One Piece, which I mean it's been weekly for like 17 years. It's gonna stay that way most likely, so it's fine. It's doing its thing. The One Piece anime adaptation is really, really good, so that's a different scenario, but yeah, hopefully the 2nd season will come out maybe later this year. I hope they don't start rushing anything. I hope Bones doesn't pull a Bones and does Soul Eater or Full Metal Alchemist the original again and change endings or change things around. That would really suck. But I think they learned their lesson, and I think they're pacing this better so they don't end up doing that. But regardless, anyways, this episode, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. I thought it was 7.5, 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good episode of My Hero Academia. Good way to send off the season. Definitely excited for season 2. Not too sure if I'm going to read the manga and review it weekly. I'll keep you posted on that. But anyways, with all that being said, what did you guys think of this episode of My Hero Academia? You can tell me in the comments section below. You can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. You can also give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both of those help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.